Hey everybody, how you all doing today? This is your girl, Splendora Styles. I hope y'all are doing all right today. I am doing all right today. Okay, jumping right in to today's Toxicity is for a lesson, not for a lifetime. It's called Please Don't Be Mad at Me. What am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about. I'm coming to you guys on behalf of all the parents out there. To all you kids, adult kids, grandkids, adopted kids, that have a resentment or an anger or a bitterness towards your parents. I just want to apologize on behalf of all of us and all of you, because some of you kids who are angry, adult children, you have children yourself, and you may be passing on um, emotions that you probably shouldn't pass on. And what brings me to this topic is last night I had the pleasure of meeting a pair of young ladies who were getting over their resentment towards their mother. Okay, they had a hard childhood because she was the mom of five, and she did it by herself, and so she left a few months ago, just up and left, relocated to Carolina, one of them, and she didn't tell them. She didn't bother to tell her kids the health implications that she was having, and so she went into the hospital. So she's basically dying. Her organs are shutting down. Okay, and so the children, especially the oldest one, has had time to no longer be resentful, to find forgiveness and healing, and just to be thankful that her mom raised her to be strong enough to take care of the other siblings and the grandkids. Okay, and so and I didn't realize when I was talking to them, I was kind of like just talking about my general conversation of forgiveness, forgiving people and forgiving yourself, and moving on with your life, and how if you don't forgive, that can cause health implications. And I guess after about an hour, yeah, they were with me a couple of hours, um, they both were like, wow, God meant for us to meet you. And so I want to say on behalf of parents, kids don't come with instruction manuals. We can only go by what we were modeled to, what was modeled to us as parents. And sometimes we can know it's wrong. And subconsciously, we would do it to our kids. Just like she was saying about her mom, telling me about her mom's life and childhood and everything. And I said, wow, she subconsciously did the same thing to you guys. She abandoned her kids just the way her parents abandoned her. You know, almost for the same reason. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to say to the adults out there who do not have a good relationship with your parents, try to forgive them, okay? It's not easy, I understand, but understand that while parents are watching you grow up, you're watching your parents to grow up. It's not easy, especially being a single parent, and I know because I was a single mom. And the other things that we deal with as adults, as well as trying to deal with what the children are going through. Luckily for me, I had great parents. I had a wonderful mom. I had a wonderful dad. They were not the best to each other, but they was the best they could be to us, the kids and the grandkids. They never took out their emotions on us. My mom was depressed a lot, and that's where I got it from. And she was suicidal as well. That's where I got it from. But thankfully God healed her just like He healed me. And don't use your time and your energy um, hanging on to the past, because you can't undo it. You can't unthink it. You can't unsay it. You can't unbe it. And as long as you're thinking and brooding over it, it's going to survive in your mind. And your mind needs to be free. Your heart needs to be free. Do not use your love in reverse, because we're only allotted a certain amount of time on this planet, and then it's over. And at least for a certain, I guess, dispensation of it, the body part of it is over. I'm told the spirit lives forever, all right? But even with that, try to see your parents as human as well. Try to see them as people who feel pain as well. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard to envision because we think parents know everything. We think they have everything, but we don't. Okay, we don't. So don't be mad at us. Don't be mad at yourself. Don't be mad at life. The best thing I could say is the same thing I told my kids when we were going through our roughest days. You know, I can only apologize so much. Give me something new to apologize for, But the best thing we could do is release the past and create new memories, better memories. That's what I did with my brothers and sisters. There was a lot of resentment there. There was a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, a lot of bitterness. But after I started getting into God for real, getting deeply into God and getting deeply into myself and unpacking myself and all the wonderful people here in Georgia who helped me heal my pain, who helped me to forgive, who helped me to let it go, to who I'm stuttering, but who helped me to be able to move forward. And like they say in psychology, healing happens in layers. And I said, man, once you're healed, you're healed. But I'm a true witness that healing does happen in layers because some things are so traumatic and they're buried down so deep you can't deal with them. But once you reach a level of maturity, and then you can deal with it, then it comes forward for you to release it. So when your feelings come forward, the Bible says you can be angry and sin not. So when your feelings come forward, release them. Don't hold on to them. You'll die. And that's what they were saying was going on with their mom. She was having a hard time forgiving. Like I said, she needs to forgive if she wants to live. We have to forgive if we want to live. So and I'm not telling anybody to go rush back because some people you can't be around them. They're unlovely. Okay, then they're not loving. They're not lovely. They make it hard, and if they are like that, you can love them from afar. But at the time that your heart tells you to go back and rekindle and get things right, to love correctly, because we're beings of love. We're meant to love each other, and it's the machine that makes us not want to be together, and that's not true. And if we're not taught, if we're not told, then we won't know, and then we'll die without getting the things that we're placed on this planet to get. We're placed here to be happy and to be loving and to enjoy ourselves, enjoy the skin that we are in, but because of circumstances, we don't get to do that to one degree or another, okay? So don't be mad. Try not to be mad today. Try not to keep rehashing it. And sometimes things can happen as a child, and you see it from a child perspective. And I would advise you or ask you to go back to those situations and look at it from an adult perspective. Put yourself in your parents' shoes, and how would you have handled it? Not how you tell yourself you would have handled it. I had to learn to do that. It's easy to say, well, if I was in that position, I wouldn't have done it that way. The only way you wouldn't have done it is if you had the consciousness not to do it. If you don't have the consciousness to do something, you can only work with the consciousness that you have. So if you don't have the consciousness for it and you don't take the time to teach yourself, nowadays it's easy. You don't have to go trekking to the library or Barnes and Nobles or nothing like that. You can get right on your phone and research how to have a conversation with a difficult person. Type in that and see what comes in or comes up on your phone. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your family, your parents, even your friends. Sometimes people outside of your family can hurt you as well, but whether you get back with them or not, forgive them for your sake, not necessarily theirs, but for your sake first, okay? So that's it for right now. I love you guys. I got to go. I love you more than words can ever express. Bye now.